and
Get
let's
the
go.
book Align with Your Purpose by Earl Hall. Find and walk in your purpose. Get the answers to your questions about life and how to make it exactly what you want are in this book. This is your chance to stop living in a life you hate. Discover how to manifest the life you actually want. Get Align with Your Purpose now on Amazon, paperback, Kindle, or audiobook. What if you could stop all of your negative thoughts and your self-limiting beliefs and actually start to manifest the life that you want? You need Quantum Neural Manifestation Alignment, or QNMA. This is the ultimate accumulation of the best of the secret, as well as the incredible magic of meditation and hypnosis, all wrapped up in one. Go to the website now, officialqnma.com. That's officialqnma.com.
Good Monday morning, everyone. This is the last day of 2018, hours to go before we flip over the calendar to 2019. So I hope you have had an awesome and amazing year. Thank you for tuning into the show, Align with Your Purpose. I'm your host, Earl Hall. Make sure you do visit the website, www.alignwithyourpurpose.co. And we definitely got some things there for you that can help you with your 2019 that's about to come up. You know, as I was thinking about doing this show today, I do this Monday through Friday. I took last week off, but I do this show Monday through Friday live here on Conversations Radio Network, as well as on my Facebook page for Align with Your Purpose. Hello to everyone that's watching on Facebook, and of course to my live audience on Conversations Radio Network. Look, there's a lot that is about to happen in your life if you want it to happen. There is nothing that can hold you back from all the good that you want in your life other than yourself. There is nothing, there is no one that can stop you from reaching and attaining the goals that you want to achieve. Today's topic, I've said this for years now, and I wanted to specifically talk about this today because it's the new year. It's about to roll over to the new year. And one of the things that I say all the time, it's one of my quotes. Stop waiting for permission from others to be great. Stop waiting for permission from others to be great. You need no permission from any entity, from anything, for what it is that you want to accomplish and do in your life. But let me tell you, there are so many reasons I think that people hold themselves back from true greatness. And a lot of that has to do with how others see you. A lot of that has to do with the influence that you allow others to have over you in your life, what they have to say about what it is that you aspire to, what it is that you want to do. And even beyond that, because we're worried about what they say, right? So many people are worried about what is being said about them that it stunts their growth. It halts them in their tracks. It doesn't allow them to go full bore into what it is that they want to do because they're afraid of someone else's opinion. But here's the other thing. The other thing that holds back in regards to you waiting for permission to be great, it's not only about what others have to say about you. It's what you have to say about you. It's what you, every day, whatever your programming is in your mind that keeps you down, that just holds you down and doesn't allow you to execute on those things that you want to execute on, those things need to be changed. And those things literally can be changed if you want them to change. The thing about feeling bad, the thing about not, feeling really good or being in depression or sad or angry or all those other things, I don't begrudge those feelings anymore. I don't look at those feelings as bad anymore. It's a mindset shift that needs to occur. Because those feelings of anger, frustration, depression, sadness, all those other little things that go on, those are indicators. They're indicators of not only where you are, but they're also indicators of where you want to be. And so many times people want to push away the bad feelings. They want to push away the sad feelings. They want to do, but you need to stop for a moment and really look at what's going on. Because if you're trapped in the trap of waiting for permission to be great and you're feeling sad and you're not living up to the potential that you know that you can live up to, you really have to take a look at what is going on that needs to change. And those bad feelings, if you want to call those bad feelings, I just call them feelings now. Because that's the whole thing about being in these bodies and being in this universe. Feelings are our indicator. They're signposts. They're mile markers. They are points of epiphany that when you look at them, here's the thing. This is what I do. And I think I said this about 2 weeks ago as well. When I have those moments of frustration or feeling less than I ought to feel, it's hard to initially, in the moment, get out of the moment. You've got that momentum going, so you kind of have to go through whatever it is that you have to go through. But what I discovered is that when I stopped being in that feeling and in my spirit, in my mind, just back up and be the observer of it. Back up and look at yourself. Back up and be the observer of that person, you, going through that. We're the only beings on the planet that can do that. It's like right now, I can prove to you that you can actually do this. I want you to close your eyes. Just for a moment. Just close your eyes. Wherever you're sitting, laying, whatever. If you're driving, please don't. But if you can, close your eyes for a moment. Now, you know where you are. You know the position you're sitting in. What I want you to do right now with your eyes closed is go behind yourself and look at yourself sitting there. You just did that. There is no other being on the planet that has that capability or power to back up and look at yourself from a different perspective. You just became the observer of yourself. And now when you can open your eyes, but when you do that and you have that ability to back up and look at yourself and what's going on, as opposed to being in the feeling, and this takes practice. It may not happen very quickly. It's going to take practice to do this. We do this a lot, even through meditation. We do this. But when you're able to stop being the person that's angry, upset, sad, depressed, whatever, and you're able to back up and look at that person being angry, depressed, and sad, you can actually start observing and saying, that's interesting that you have that feeling. That's interesting that you're feeling that way. Okay, so why? And believe me, your higher self has those answers. Your higher self has all of those answers in regards to why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. But your higher self or your inner being is not going to come to where you are. You're going to have to go to where it is in order to overcome all of these things. That's why when I say things like stop waiting for permission to be great, it's not only about others. You need to give yourself that permission. You need to know that you're ready. Now, sure, there may be some things that we all have things we could do better at. There's things that we need to grow into and things of that nature. But when you stop for a moment and understand that we're living and we're approaching into a different time. We're approaching into a different way of being in this life. I'm going to go to break right now, but when we come back from break, I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about this phenomenon of the age we're in and the age we're about to go into. I'll be right back after the break.
Get the book Align with Your Purpose by Earl Hall. Find and walk in your purpose. Get the answers to your questions about life and how to make it exactly what you want are in this book. This is your chance to stop living in a life you hate. Discover how to manifest the life you actually want. Get Align with Your Purpose now on Amazon, paperback, Kindle, or audiobook. What if you could stop all of your negative thoughts and your self-limiting beliefs and actually start to manifest the life that you want? You need Quantum Neural Manifestation Alignment, or QNMA. This is the ultimate accumulation of the best of the secret, as well as the incredible magic of meditation and hypnosis, all wrapped up in one. Go to the website now, officialqnma.com. That's officialqnma.com.
Thanks so much for keeping it locked right here on Conversations Radio Network. I'm your host, Earl Hall, the host of Align with Your Purpose, and thank you so much for being here. Make sure you do go over on Amazon, grab the book, Align with Your Purpose. It is available on Amazon.com in paperback, Kindle, as well as the audiobook. Go to Amazon.com, grab the book, Align with Your Purpose, right now on Amazon.com. Look, before we went on the break, I was talking about, there's something I want to say about the age that we're in, the age that we're going into. And I'm not sure how to define the age that we're going into, but I'm going to try. For the last 20 years, pretty much about 20 years, let's just go back to when most people had the internet. If we look going back to about 2006, let's just say 2006 was the mile marker. So now that we're over a decade and more into all of this, we have been in what everyone has referred to as the information age. It's the information age. Whatever it is you want to know, you can find. I've said this so many times in the coaching that I do. I was like, look, whatever it is you want to learn, it is on YouTube. All you have to do is type in the search what you want to know and you'll get it. Type it into Google. You're going to get the answer, and some very good answers. And whatever the question is you have, whether it's related to business or marketing or strategy or relationships or faith, religion, spirituality, cooking, you can name whatever topic you want. And the information is right there for you. The information is right there for you to grab. And it has been for a long time, and it will continue to be. But if you look at how things have changed from the beginning of the internet, at the beginning of the internet, when you first got email, you read every single email you got. Now we barely pay attention to it. At the beginning of the whole thing with, marketing and people selling things online, there was so little work you had to do. There really was back then. From sending an email to selling a product or whatever, if you understood the mechanics of it, it was a lot easier back then. How do I say that? Mentally. Today, you need to prove more before someone's going to buy something from you. We've all got the emails from the king of some African country that just needs our bank account so that they can, put some money in our account and they'll give us a cut. We've all seen that, right? We've all gone through the get rich quick things, the get rich quick phase of the internet where, just take this course and I'm going to show you how the next 30 days you can become a millionaire. We've become more aware. We've become very smart in knowing what it is that we ought to pay for and not. And also now, even with the there's so many people, I get this all the time. People want to try and steal my email address. And so I'll get these emails from companies in China talking about they're from AT&T or they're from the bank or they're from Amazon. And all I do is just look at the email address. Oh, that's from some country in Japan or China or whatever. And I just delete it. We've all gone through that, and we're not as dumb as we used to be. So the information age is coming to a close. Not that it's going to go away, but information is not what people are looking for anymore. We're moving into this age, and it's a very spiritual type of age that we're moving into, where people are becoming more concerned about who it is that they actually are and why it is that they're actually here. There's an awakening that's going on that is causing us to move to a different age. And instead of looking without, meaning outside of ourselves through Google and YouTube and Facebook and things of that nature, more and more people are understanding they need to look within. This is the age we're going into. I don't even know what to call it. People smarter than me will probably come up with something to call it, but it's like we're moving in as opposed to moving out. And what I've discovered, I should say, is that as I move in, because I'm very introspective, I always have been, but as we move in to discover who it is that we are, we discover that the answers that we're looking for are already there. We discover that that's where the actual information is, not for the world, but for you. It's where the information is. It's where the answers are for what it is that we want to accomplish. And our feelings are a direct guide and indicator as to where we are in that journey. Our thoughts and our feelings are a direct indicator as to where we are and also where we need to go. I love Abraham Hicks so much, and she has this thing where she says, when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want, and it's simultaneous. It's at the same time. It happens at the same time. You know, if you feel a certain way or you're thinking certain thoughts, you know how you want to feel. If that's not how you want to feel, you know immediately how you want to feel. If the situation is not what you want it to be, the circumstances aren't what you want it to be, you immediately know the opposite of that. You know what you want, because you know what you don't want. The thing about getting to what it is that you want, and I think it has been something that has kept people back for so long now, is that most people don't realize that we're manifesting our own reality every single moment. Wherever it is that you are in life right now, you manifested it. And it's so amazing and it's so fair and it's so powerful to know, well, heck, if I manifested this crap, I know I can manifest something else. But it seems so easy to manifest the negative. It seems so easy to listen to naysayers. It seems so easy to let other people have control over you, your destiny, whatever you want to call that. And you've given all the power away. You've given the power away. And you're allowing someone else to dictate not only your greatness, your success, but your peace. How is it that we allow situations and people to dictate our peace so easily? But when someone comes along and says, you know what, you can change that, you can manifest something different, the work that goes into doing that, no one wants to do. It's almost like you're comfortable being where you are. And so many people are, because they don't know any more than that, or they don't know any better than that. But I want you to know better, and I want you to learn better. And there is so much more that you can do. There is so much more that you can do. So if you're allowing other people to control not only your greatness, but your happiness, your peace, your life, something has to change. And the only way to change that is you. The only way to change that is within you. Look, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in with me today. I've got a little bit coming up. I've got about 10 minutes that I want to spend, maybe 5 or 10 minutes I'll spend with you guys here that are looking at me live here on the Facebook page for the after show. But I want to make sure that you know I will be here. I'm planning on being here tomorrow at same time, 9:30 a.m. Central, 10:30 Eastern, and what is that? 7:30? Yeah, 7:30 on the West Coast. Yeah, 9:30 here. on the Central Standard Time, make sure you do visit the website, alignwithyourpurpose.co. It's alignwithyourpurpose.co. Take advantage of everything that we've got going on there. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy New Year.